Today we are going to be reviewing, unboxing, and building Polaroid One-Step SX70 21345. It is a unique set and I cannot wait to share it with you. Let's get into it. I'm rating this on a number of metrics to help you figure out if this is the right set for you. Skill, 7 out of 10. There's some build techniques in here that are definitely a little tricky, so I'd rate this intermediate to advanced. Aesthetic, 8 out of 10. Look at it. It's beautiful, but I do not like all the exposed brick back here and on the sides here. Durability, 9 out of 10. Besides some of these like little detail pieces that you can pull off, it'd really be difficult to pull this apart. And I really think it would only break if one of my cats knocked it off the counter, and even then, like, just minor damages. Value, 2 out of 10. The price per brick on this is 15 cents, and that's the worst I've seen since I've started tracking it. Usually, I would say below 10 is good, above 10 isn't great, and then like 15 is gnarly. Time, 8 out of 10. This set's 500 pieces and took me under an hour to do, so I'm not complaining about that. Overall, B tier. The price per brick is really weighing this one down, but if you really love Polaroid, this is gonna be an A or an S for you because the build is fantastic and the time is fantastic. Just that price really weighs it down. This box looks really cool. I love that there's like dimensions and how-tos on it. I always just love how the Lego boxes look. I'm not sure if we're looking at a crazy build here or not because there's only 4 bags, but the instructions come like this. So we will see. Before the review, I got a comment with a tip I wanted to share with you. They were joking, but they said that they don't mix the smaller bag pieces with the main bag pieces. I had always emptied the small bag pieces at the same time as the main bag, but I figured I would try it. It's better. So much better. Thank you, Zero Gate Veil, because this is way better than what I was doing before. You should try it on your next build. It simplified sorting so much. Dang it. I definitely heard a piece fall. Hi. Oh, you have it. Thank you. My dog, when I was like, I can't find this piece, I looked at her and she was like wagging her tail looking at me. She had it. She wouldn't try to eat it, but she was just like, Mom, right here. Oh my gosh, she's such a little cutie. This build comes with fake Polaroid photos that can go in the camera, and right now we are building a film pack for those photos. This also functions as a sign for the Polaroid, which works super nice for display. This set really is a display piece. I feel like all Legos are meant for display, but this is really the pinnacle of displaying what can be built with Lego. It has a lot of dimensions and weird angles, and it makes it an incredible thing to be a Lego build. Also within the bag, we are building the base of the Polaroid camera, which is why there's so many black pieces. All these reds, orange, pinks, blues, etc. are going to be on the inside where you won't be able to see it. I actually really appreciate that Lego adds different color pieces to the inside when the outside section is all one color. It makes building more fun and also less confusing. And yes, that piece also slides around. A lot of base coat. These are our extra pieces. Off to the side, let's go. In bag 2, you'll continue to build up the base. The base is actually significantly thicker than you'd think, which definitely helps this thing feel sturdy. We'll also add in one of the side pieces. I definitely would be careful, as you'll see in a few seconds. I actually put mine on backwards initially and couldn't figure out what was wrong. I was actually talking to someone about the set, and I wonder if the high cost has something to do with the licensing cost to use the Polaroid brand. I really have not been able to fathom why the set is so expensive. It's a great build, but as far as I'm aware, none of these pieces are that crazy to manufacture that the price per brick should be as high as it is. Polaroids are such an incredible piece of camera history, and it's really cool to see it reflected in Lego. Their popularity comes and goes, but I have one at home and they're a lot of fun. Well, not Polaroid brand, but a cheaper alternative. I now would actually love to buy this specific Polaroid camera, but back when I bought mine, I for sure couldn't afford it. Extra pieces, a little bit more than the last bag. Let's go. Now this camera retails for like $400 to $500, which is usually about what I spend on Legos a month. So if I disappear for a month, you know why. It definitely wouldn't be next month because there's a ton of really cool Lego sets coming out, and let me tell you, all these drops lately have been insane. I want this Multi-Diagon Alley so bad, but I'm not sure if that's the set you'd want to see. We also have the flower arrangement and the Cullen house dropping on the 1st, and I'm so excited to build them. I love botanicals if you couldn't tell, but I also love Twilight. Like, I was a preteen when the first movie came out, and I was a teen by Breaking Dawn's movie release. I lived in the golden era of being a tween teen girl. I got Hunger Games, Twilight, Justin Bieber, and One Direction, and many more things, but those are so iconic. But back to the build. This part is really important to make sure you're placing your bricks right. This whole part of the build makes the build have a mechanical feature, so if you place anything wrong, it won't work. When I was trying to figure out on Reddit why this set was so expensive, I ran into a ton of people saying they couldn't get it to work, and spoiler alert, it's always placing pieces wrong. I'll show you how to get this to work at the end of the build because there was also a simple mistake I had made before looking back to the instructions to realize I'd done the mechanics right. I did make one tiny mistake in the last 2 steps that I only noticed after the build, but it was only a minor cosmetic one because I questioned myself and it was 1 a.m. Okay, I'm gonna scoot this off to the side. I do not know where this goes. A lot of pieces. We definitely saw it come together this bag. I feel like a lot of progress happened. Last bag. This bag makes the set come alive. I know on the outside it's not crazy colorful, but we are adding all these beautiful camera pieces and covering up those fun, colorful bricks. They have to get covered up because those mechanical pieces don't make it look like a camera, let alone a Polaroid camera. The viewfinder is also adorable and I love it so much. If you aren't familiar with Polaroids and other similar cameras, you actually won't be able to see out of the lens like you can on a modern Sony or Canon camera. I'd imagine this has something to do with exposing the film to light, but they're also pretty small and the film takes up a lot of space in these cameras. Instead, you see out of a similar spot, but it's not 100% accurate to the lens. You get used to it. Oh, that's so cool. I put on the sticker so bad. Can I get it? Oh crap, I can't get this up. Oh wow, that's pretty bad. That's great. I didn't mention this earlier, but I feel like it's kind of ridiculous that we have stickers in this expensive of a set. As I've said in sets before, I hate stickers so much, but this is too many for this set. Just know, I'm angry, like genuinely angry about it. As I said earlier, I'd show you how to load up film in the build. So to do this, you have to snap that bottom piece down. This is literally the step I was forgetting, and you can't push it back far enough, so it doesn't work if you don't do this. There's a small gap to push the picture through. It doesn't go through if you're bending the picture and it isn't lined up perfectly, so it might take a second to get it in the right spot. When you get it in, you have to push it back until you hear a click. You'll feel some slight resistance. Then snap the bottom piece back up and press the red button when you're ready. 1 second, smile. I just caught you in 4K forgetting to like this video and also forgetting to subscribe. What do you have to say for yourself? Sorry, that's so goofy. Sorry, I hate that too. That was pretty bad. I just want to say thank you so much for choosing to watch my channel out of all the channels on YouTube. Most likely this video has like 100 views, so I appreciate you being here and watching this. And follow me on Instagram if you want to see more behind the scenes, more builds, and see my shorts a few days early. And with that said, I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, she's sturdy.